Y'all, I had to wake up Miss Tulip because she hasn't paid rent this beautiful month, and so the way she pays rent is by either giving me meows or showing up in my thumbnails, so that's why she's sleepy. Hey girl. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. How are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca, and I'm going to be doing your weekly love reading between you and your soulmate. I also do your weekly general reading, Cancer, for your Zodiac sign, which I'll leave a link to over here if you would like to check that out. But when it comes to any of my readings, Cancer, rely on your intuition, because put it in perspective, I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the cards that resonate and leave what doesn't, because I promise you I'm not going to be offended by it. If you find some cards that resonate with you, be sure to let me know in the comments below of your aha moment that you have with the cards, as I like to say, because that's how I keep up with y'all, is through the comments. If you like my reading style, be sure to leave me a like and subscribe, because it does help out my channel a lot, and I always am super appreciative when you guys take the time to do that for me. And then finally, Cancer, this reading is just here to give you some perspective. I'm not here to make a decision for you in your life and your situation, because ultimately it is your life to live and not mine, right? I'm just here to give you some tarot cards to hopefully help you make that decision through some broader perspective through tarot. So with that being said, let's just get into your reading now. The overall energy of what's going on this week between you and your person, Cancer, your soulmate, is the Seven of Swords in the Judgment card. So someone's feeling attacked. Someone is feeling cold-shouldered, dare I say. Someone's feeling a little bit neglected. Someone's feeling a little bit forgotten. And it's through someone else's actions, through the other person's actions. Now, I don't know who's who here. Basing it off of the other cards, it kind of seems like you kind of set a line in the sand almost, Cancer, where you made your intentions known or what have you, and now the other person is kind of having to come to terms with it in whatever way that looks like for them. So Cancer, let's just get into this. On your side of things, we have the Nine of Wands. So someone who has a good sense of themselves, which makes sense if you're putting a line in the sand, Cancer. It means you're feeling confident in whatever it is, whatever decision that it is that you're making, whatever it is that you're feeling confident in it. On their side of things, they're having a tower moment. They are kind of having to reevaluate, is what I'm hearing. They're reevaluating things, and they're also trying to figure out what it is their next right move is, right? The overall energy, though, is the Six of Wands. So something has been put into the spotlight. Something here has been made very clear this week. You know, let's just use the example of you're just fed up with something, right? You're fed up with some type of behavior, and then you kind of gave them an ultimatum and being like, hey, I don't like this behavior. This is what's bothering me. And now it's up to them, Cancer, to figure out how they want to take this. What does it mean to them? What does it mean for the future between the two of you guys? So don't mind me, I'm like wrapping myself in my blanket more. So let's just get into this energy. Let's figure this out a little bit more, Cancer. First, we're going to start out with getting the clarification on the Nine of Wands for you. Starting it out, we have the Lovers card. So you're feeling confident in terms of this connection, it seems, or at the very least, it's letting me know it's showing to me that you're not letting your spark be dimmed by this connection. It's almost just like you're not watering yourself down. You're not filtering yourself in this regard. You're just making your intentions, your feelings known towards this person, and putting the ball in their court of how it is they want to make the decision forward, of what it is that they want to do, how they want to handle this. The Nine of Cups comes forward as well, where you're just thinking in terms of happiness, and whether that involves this person or someone new, you don't really have a preference. But regardless, you're only answering to yourself, and you are kind of like this, setting it in a line in the sand of being like, this is what I'm searching for. I want someone that wants kids. I want someone that wants marriage, right? If you want that, let me know. But if you don't, then we'll pull apart, so you can find your fulfillment, your happiness is somebody else. Two of Cups. So this is good energy where it's just like, some people, Cancer, I feel like might take this, and maybe even your person is taking this, if this is similar to your situation of where it's like, some people may feel like you're being indifferent or that you don't care about them or what have you, but it just seems to be you're just so extremely sure of yourself and sure of what it is that you want out of life that you're not really willing to, supplement's not the word for, compromise. That's the word. You're not willing to compromise on what it is that you want and your desires, which you shouldn't feel like you should have to. 10 of Wands in the reverse for you. So you're releasing burdens. You don't want to, like, that's the thing. You're getting rid of baggage. You're not trying to collect more baggage. You're getting rid of baggage. And so you're not trying to invite more baggage into your life. So this is kind of where it's just like, you go to your person and be like, are you baggage? You know, are you going to continue being baggage, right? Some of you guys, they may have been baggage to you and you're in this place of no more baggage. You're giving them that chance, final chance this week of if they're going to change or not. And, you know, that's why they're having that tower moment, perhaps. So let's get into some clarifiers on their side of things. The Devil. Yeah, this is definitely like a situation of a storyline of like, somebody calling out another person, you, Cancer, calling out this person, being like, I don't like this attribute, or, you know, the Devil, you don't like something about them, or like this person's working on something perceivingly negative on them, on their side, you know, maybe working on their relationship issues and figuring out why it is that they don't want long-term, right? Maybe they want to figure out why it is they haven't settled down, like why they don't want to settle down, assuming if they do or, you know, we don't know if they do or they don't yet. 5 of Cups. So this is glad, like, if we're going to continue with that example that I said, it's like it's almost like they got triggered by this with this 5 of Cups. They got triggered by you kind of laying a line in the sand and being like, hey, you know, they're in their feelings a little bit about this, Cancer. They're in their feelings a little bit about this, and right now, maybe this week, they're not seeing where it is you're coming from, it seems, with that 5 of Cups, because they're being a little bit selfish. They're feeling a little bit self-involved, Cancer. So it seems to me this person's kind of committed to whatever their devil is, whatever, if it's a bad habit, if it's whatever. They seem pretty committed to their ways at the very least. Even though they're having a tower moment, it's letting me know, like, these cards with the Queen of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups, they're crying over this glass being, like, they're crying over spilled milk and feeling like a victim because of it, right? They're being very self-involved in this situation. They're just like, oh, thinking about how it impacts them. They're only thinking about their point of view rather than everyone else's as well. So, and then the Fool card in the reverse. Yeah, this is just such a, I don't know, Cancer. I have to be very aware of myself and not projecting my own opinion in terms of the situation. But this is confirming to me of this overall sense that I was getting on their side of things, Cancer, that this seems to be they're in a pretty extremely immature state of mind right now. Which, keep in mind though, don't we all like have our moments where we're feeling immature? Don't we all have our thoughts where we would never tell it to the person, and maybe we don't truly feel the way that we feel to such a severity that we might speak it sometimes, or we might act. We all just have our moment of weakness, and it seems to be this week right now, Cancer, they're just having their moment of weakness. They're being a little bit self-involved. Looks like a little bit of a temper tantrum if there was something going on between y'all two. Regardless of what it is, they just seem committed to their ways this week, and they're not really seeing another perspective other than their own. And 6 of Wands kind of confirms like you're really going, like a spotlight's kind of being really put on a personality trait that you maybe were not aware existed before, or putting a spotlight on something that you weren't aware was as much of an issue as it currently is presenting itself seemingly in this situation. But let's get some clarifiers. Ace of Cups, the Chariot, and then the 10 of Cups in the reverse. So this is looking like it was going to be a really good final message, Cancer, in the sense where it's just like, okay, putting a spotlight in terms of this love connection, in terms of how this is feeling on both sides, how, you know, the spotlight on the matters of the heart, forward movement with that Chariot where it's just like, yes, honey, whatever is going, like, this is what was supposed to be. This is like that divine, you're on that divine path, and, you know, talking things over the matters of the heart, and, you know, forward movement, like, you like this, right? And then we have this 10 of Cups in the reverse. That's where it's just like, oh, So, you know, it doesn't seem like this connection is promising this week. I'm going to be honest here, but maybe this is just saying, like, putting a spotlight in terms of the matters of the heart. By putting a spotlight in terms of the matters of the heart, that's how you start having forward movement in terms of this connection that right now may not feel fruitful to you, right? That is definitely a storyline that we can get with the dynamic of those cards. But closing this out, we have the Nine of Cups. So whatever decision that is made this week, Cancer, there's going to be a sense of peace on both sides. So you can take this in a way of where it's just like you get confirmation where it's just like, yeah, they may not be ready to settle, or they're not used to settling down right now, and they're used to more of like the playboy lifestyle, whatever. But it shows to me, like, end of the day, if you were to like make it work with this person by actually talking about the matters of the heart, happiness comes. Or if you choose to let this person go, to welcome in a new connection, Nine of Cups still. Like, this is one of those things where it's just like, whether your paths continue going together or your paths separate, both sides seem to be content with the result of it, or like at the very least, a weight being lifted off of their shoulders. And so, yeah, that's the reading that I have for you, though, Cancer. If oh my gosh, if this reading did resonate with you in some type of way, be sure to leave me a like and subscribe, and then be sure to share my videos with a friend if you think that someone might like my reading style. But until next time, Cancer, I love you so much.